The teacher, the philosopher, the activist, KRS ONE.
Man, brother. Wow. Well, it is unfortunate that we are gathered here today. We really shouldn't have to, put together conferences like this. But I thank you all, first of all, for coming out. Because not only are you journalists or those family members and others interested in what we're doing, but you are also activists. The way in which you get the story out, the way in which you depict this particular story will also determine our success. The Stop the Violence movement started in 1989 with a record called Self-Destruction. Self-destruction, you're headed for self-destruction. This record we screamed out to the inner cities and everyone took it. This, and when I say took it, meaning that the inner cities reject a lot of things because they say it's not cool, it's not hip. But when we spoke of peace, the entire inner cities in the United States and the world accepted it. When I announced the Stop the Violence movement 2007, last year, at the BET Awards, right when I announced it, everyone, the artists there, Lil Wayne, 50, Fat Joe, Ludacris, most of the artists that were there, all agreed right there at that moment, I'm in, this is what I got to do. But we chose not to. What we chose to do was go in our community to the people that are the most aggressive in their lyrics and have them say stop the violence. So we put a song together 20 years later called Self-Construction. Building upon yourself, bringing the value in and out of yourself. The record right now that we're going to premiere this Monday in Chicago, our kickoff city. The record includes myself, the artist Neo, Nelly, Styles P, Redman, Method Man, Busta Rhymes, Talib Kweli, Rod Digger, etc., etc. This is an album project as well. So we have involvement from the Beastie Boys, MC Serch, Linkin Park, Rage Against the Machine. Reggae artists will be involved as well, Bougie Bonton, etc., Elephant Man. Gospel singers, Kirk Franklin, CeCe Winans. These are people, as a matter of fact, when we get to Texas, we're going to have a meeting with T.D. Jakes, and Minister T.D. Jakes, Reverend T.D. Jakes, and talk about what that church community can do. This is not necessarily a rap or hip-hop project. This is a community project that is instigated by hip-hop, but it is by no means supposed to end up there. So as a final thought, the idea is each and every one of you in the sound of my voice, as well as holding cameras and papers and so on, you are an activist today. This is not about just recording us and then putting the news out. Really, I should take up a donation right here for all of you to really see what it is. I laugh, but the truth of the matter is the movement starts with you guys right here. You start. You have the power to say, oh, this is front page, or this is the first thing we're going to discuss, or so on. How you handle this movement is how it's going to be handled. We're here doing our thing, doing what we're supposed to be doing. But the question is, do we have the support of the media? Do we really have the support? The media constantly plays hip-hop in a negative light. And not that the media plays it. They cash in on our ignorance. So here now is our intelligence. Will the media cash in? Let's open this up to Q&A, questions and answers. There's a woman, Joanne Coleman, I'd like to shout out, who is our organizer. Please, Joanne. Questions pertaining to the organizing of our week and so on. Joanne can answer those questions more directly even than I can. But any other questions, please, all of us are here to answer questions. Let's get into this.
KRS, Jason Palmer from Chicago Crusader newspaper. 20 years later now, after the first Stop the Violence record, we're still having these same types of problems. Do you think not enough, or if anything, was ever done to address the mentality of the people who are out committing these crimes all across the country?
Sure. Yes, I think we've done great work, and let me tell you why. Not just in an illusionary sense. In 1989, we put out Self-Destruction. These people were the youth. Everybody didn't take to the record. Most did, but everybody didn't. Other artists continued to put out other messages, and their fans suffered for it. Those who became the fans of the Stop the Violence movement, somehow it's those people that you meet in hospitals as the doctor. It's those people that you meet as the attorney, as the state officials. I mean, here we are 20 years later discussing with state officials who can spit my lyrics. Right. 20 years later, that's progress. That's major, major progress. We are no longer in a them and us environment. When we first started, it was that. We were new. Everybody was new. It was the 80s. But now, 20 years later, we can stand here at one podium united. And what is it? Are they hip-hop, or am I a state official? What is it? So, at the end of the day, this is what I would point to as the progress. Okay. We put the word out. If you heed the word, heed the message, you will make it in life.